I'm in the process of building the Wood Whisperer Guild gaming dining table, and that table has a bunch of removable leaves that will have veneer on them. To veneer, I'm going to be using a vacuum bag. The vacuum bag I'm using is this one from Roarockit, which has this weird tar-like seal. The problem is it's really difficult to use and it doesn't always create a very good seal. So I'm going to replace that. So that seal is also known as a closure. I'm not sure what this material is. It's a tar-like substance. The closure I'm going to be going for is from woodworking.com using some hardwood and a dowel. I'm building my closure from 90 by 45mm hardwood. The clamp only needs to be 20mm thick, but the taller the better to reduce flex. Hardwood is also recommended for that reason. As my stock is so thick, after jointing it, it got resawn. Once you have your final dimension stock, rip it in half. Then on both pieces use a round-nosed or coring router bit to cut a groove on each piece. The diameter of the bit should match your dowel, in my case 1/2 inch. As I'm using a 1/4 inch shanked router bit, it can't cut as aggressively without issues, so multiple passes are taken. Once the dowel slides into both halves nicely, glue the dowel into one half. I'm going to come clean, I kind of forgot about this for about a week. So the glue was very hard and I needed to scrape all of that off and get the squeeze out. And I've done that, I've scraped it off, I've sanded it and cut the excess dowel to length. Next step is optional. You could use the clamp as it is, but it's kind of recommended. We need to add some locating pins that help line the two halves of the clamp up so that while you're getting clamps on it, it doesn't rock around on you. For that, we're just going to use regular fluted dowels because that's what I've got on hand. You could use a standard dowel rod type stuff for it if you've got 10mm or 3/8 on hand. Clamp both pieces at the drill press, drilling through both ends about 25mm in. Use a drill bit to match your locator pin dowels, in my case 10mm. Separate out the two halves and enlarge one hole in each piece at opposite ends. The locating dowels don't need to be a piston fit. Glue the locator dowels into the correct size holes. With the glue dry on the positioning dowels and the glue dry on the spot where I accidentally dropped it and a huge chunk chipped off, you can see how this works hopefully. So the vacuum bag goes through the clamp and then you clamp it down. Then you can remove all the air and hopefully it'll hold pressure. So I've had this in here for about 45 minutes now. And that click is to indicate that it's at the maximum pressure, the maximum vacuum that this pump can extract, which is enough for veneering. So this is a really cheap and actually really effective way to do vacuum bagging if you've already got the bag. I'll leave links in the description below for Joe's website for this particular vacuum bag closure, as well as the rest of the great resources he has on making your own bags and Venturi pumps and all that sort of stuff. Eventually I'd love to replace this bag with a higher quality bag. Just sourcing the parts in Australia is a little bit difficult, so for now I'll make do with this. Very quick project, but one I've needed to do for a little while now, so I'm quite excited to see how this goes. Thanks for watching.